We're back now and meeting the mother of a blended family. Elsha Hill is joining us to talk about week 1 of Dr. Elisa's parenting experience, because this is just the first in a series, everybody. So make sure you stay tuned for the next couple weeks. Tell us a little bit about your family first.
So we're a blended family of 6. It's his, mine, and ours. We have ages from 13 to 1.
Okay, so a pretty wide age range.
Yeah.
And you've been married for how long?
3 years.
3 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so you put this family together.
Yeah.
You see this on the show. You see Dr. Van Langeveld and I talking about it, and you said what to yourself?
And I said, I want that. I want
said,
that.
I need help.
Yeah,
Why?
I need help.
What are some of the challenges you would say in your family?
I think that I try to be the best mom, but like, when my kids come to me and their emotions are up high and they're angry, then I feel attacked. And so self-regulating, like, I don't know how to not feel attacked. And then I'm like, no, this is not my problem. And it's just, boom, you know.
You defend
so
yourself.
relatable.
You
Yeah,
defend yourself.
so
I think I
relatable.
do the same. You're
I do
nodding
too.
like so many parents do that.
Yeah.
All of us, of course. Yeah, it's a natural inclination.
Okay, so tell us how coaching went this week and where you started.
Okay, so it went amazing. We started with the one-on-one time that she mentioned earlier. You set the timer for 10 minutes. And so I went to my 8-year-old. I started with her and I said, hey, I have 10 minutes. Do you have 10 minutes that we can hang out and do whatever you want? Like, what is something you want to do? And she's like, I saw this TikTok dance I want to do, and let's try it. Like, can you do it with me? And I was like, absolutely, I'd love to. So we spent the 10 minutes doing the TikTok dance, and one of the things she said is to engage with her, like, you know, put your hand on her and just be like, hey, like, thanks for spending this time with me. Like, I'm having so much fun. And so I did that, and it's funny because I was telling her that, like, I didn't grow up with much physical touch, and so with my kids, I haven't done that. It makes me feel uncomfortable a little bit with anyone, and so I tried to grab her shoulder and was like, hey, like, Maddox, thanks for spending time with me. And she would not, like, look at me. She was just still on, like, Mom, we got to do this video. Like, you're being weird. And I'm like, sweetie, like, I'm enjoying this time with you. And she was like, okay, me too, Mom. And then went about it again. But it was great.
So it's a quick exchange.
It's a quick exchange.
But what does that mean for that child?
So it's something that we build kind of like drops in a water bucket. And what we talked about is this idea of compassionate presence. And compassionate presence is a parenting skill where you don't even talk at all, where you're just physically present with your child while they are experiencing big emotions, and they just know you're there with them. So it's kind of engaging in that early set of like, I'm near you, I'm with you, I like to be with you. And the more we do that, the more when they are boiling over, it's not 10-minute time and one-on-one time, that we can just be near them while they process through their own emotions.
I also feel proud of you for switching something that you did not know how to do growing up. And is that a lot of parenting? We have these strategies we learned as children, and we're trying to do something different.
Absolutely. The number one way that we parent is how we were parented. It's called intergenerational transmission of parenting. And the only reason it changes is if you have self-awareness and make a deliberate change.
What did you notice after that experience?
Well, I noticed that one. I mean, she was just super happy, super sweet right after. I mean, you could just tell it just totally lifted her spirits. But I did notice, it was funny too, I have other stories with that. So my oldest, I asked her one day, do you have 10 minutes to spend time with me? I'd love to hang out with you. And she's like, Mom, I have all day. And I was just like, okay, I love you so much. So cute. And then my youngest, I did that with him. And after he came up to me, it had to been like probably 5 minutes after, he just stood right in front of me. And I was talking to other kids, looking around, and then I like look at him and like notice he's just standing in front of me. He just smiles at me and then just gives me this big hug. So
success.
It's all nonverbal.
Yeah.
It's all nonverbal.
Yeah.
That
I don't know
is
what he was
huge.
thinking, but it definitely made an impact.
What would your dream outcome be of these next few weeks?
Oh, just to make that more comforting, like something, being able to come to me without, verbalizing anything, and no blow-ups, just knowing that I'm there and that they can come to me and that we get along and we can touch.
That's the attachment cycle.
Yeah.
He came up to her, had a need, stood in front of her, expressed the need. She noticed, responded, and he built that trust. in one little cycle right there.
Already a change in week 1. What are we doing in week 2?
Week 2, we're going to talk about emotional regulation and a no-yell strategy so that when we feel like we're boiling over, we have an intervention strategy to calm ourselves down.
All month long, everybody, follow along on the show. Try these at home. You can have your own parenting experience if you go check out Dr. Van Langeveld's information on Instagram and also her website. Go to ours and we'll link you, abc4.com/GTU. Elsha, I'm so excited. So excited for next week.
Me too.
Congratulations. So far, so
Thanks.
good.